a brother and sister, and like.
Grace, I'm sorry to interrupt. There is loads of what's happening to your microphone?
I don't know. What do you mean? Oh, well, I was like.
It sounds like Pepper's licking it.
It's because she is. She's trying to play with the wires. Get off.
Okay.
We have interference. Shut up. Hang on.
Honestly, it sounds like Pepper's just brutally murdering your microphone.
She is. She's biting the wires. Get off.
I can hear purring now.
Oh, God.
This is going in the cold open, by the way.
For the listeners' benefit, we started this at 3 o'clock. It is now 4 o'clock. We're 11 minutes in, and we're still having technical difficulties.
Pepper, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Oh my God, hang on, get off, hang on.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Right.
I hope you haven't stopped recording.
Oh my God. Don't you dare, mate. Don't you fucking dare.
So yeah, just talk amongst yourselves, listeners.
Don't come back over. I fucking... Ah!
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Shipping Forecast. We're going to be trying a new format today. Yeah, exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, we hate change. Bring it on.
God.
You guys hate... I like change. I always like to tinker with things and mix things up.
God help us all.
New topic.
Why does that sound like a really shit introduction to a dating video?
What, me or Nick?
No, you're awkwardly going, oh, I like to try new things and shake
Hello,
things
my
up.
name's James. I'm quite fond of change.
That's your normal
I collect
voice.
it off the... That's not my normal voice. How dare
You sound like a character we invented for one of the guys who used to work at a dealership across town.
Well, it's funny enough that you say this, because I actually use this voice to take the piss out of someone at work too. So, what a perfect situation we found ourselves in. Anyway, I was going to say, I actually have an announcement for you two as well, which is a surprise. This will be a surprise because I've not mentioned it yet.
You're pregnant?
I'm not pregnant.
Congratulations.
Okay.
I've been talking to one of our technical specialists, and
we
he
have
has shown
those?
us... Yeah, we do. We do
Wow.
now.
Wow.
And now, by the time our listeners are listening to this, we're going to be on YouTube as well as an RSS feed podcast. So,
whoa!
As if you're going to, like, inflict a larger audience.
This is how it starts.
Oh,
I mean, it might not be a larger audience, to be fair. There's a good chance no one else will listen. We'll see.
Let's
find out.
This is how it starts. # bigger than PewDiePie.
No.
We can't say that anymore.
I know.
I don't want to be known as, like, amongst my friendship group as that girl who tried to do, like, singing on YouTube at age 13. I don't want to do it.
You've not sung, though. It's all Nick.
Yeah.
Occasionally me.
I do a lot of singing.
So, we're going to be covering the Castlevania fandom today.
Ooh.
Which is full of angsty vampires. Or at least 2 angsty vampires. The rest are just kind of dramatic, I think. Is that fair to say, Grace?
I don't know. I think they've got their own angst going on, but they are mostly dramatic. Definitely.
Yeah. So, for those who don't know anything about Castlevania, it started out as a video game series in the 80s about killing Dracula. It follows a family, the Belmont family, who, over the generations, have to kill Dracula.
Again and again.
Again and again, because he always finds a way to come back, because he's that kind of guy. He's a proper mustache-twirling villain.
With a cape.
With a cape. He has a massive cape.
Excellent.
And he's like
the series
7,
recently
8 foot
became.
tall.
Oh, he's a massive lad.
And he's OP as fuck.
As well. He's like strong even by vampire standards.
Okay, now we.
Would you say he's the strongest Dracula?
James, stop crushing over Dracula and get on with what it's about.
Oh, but he's so dreamy. Okay, the show. Sorry, it also got adapted into a anime/cartoon. There's a lot of debate about is Castlevania an anime or not. There's a lot more fan fiction about it these days.
The Japanese term for animation, isn't it? That's all it is.
I suppose so.
It's to the uninitiated, i.e. me, from what little I've seen of Castlevania, it does look a lot like an anime. But of course, no doubt, some of our more sort of Eastern-orientated listeners will be raging at the radio now. It's not anime. It's completely.
I think
different.
you'll find it's not an anime because it was made by a Western audience and primarily dubbed by British actors.
I mean,
thank you, Jim. That's what I'm imagining that's happening.
I don't know what the accent was for, but either way.
I figured that's my actually, I think you'll find voice. So.
Oh, okay.
So, Archive of Our Own classifies Castlevania as a cartoon and not an anime.
That's fine. Let's just stick with cartoon because it looks more like a cartoon to me. It's just a well-drawn Western cartoon, which you don't usually find in Western cartoons.
That's true.
Which is probably why it got mistaken for an anime.
Indeed. So, I have played a little bit of the games, but my main experience with Castlevania is the cartoon. I've played a lot more of the spin-off, the Bloodstained series, which is a legally distinct version of Castlevania, because the creator doesn't have the rights anymore to it. Grace, what about you?
I think it is mainly the cartoon for me. Like, I sat down and watched it and all the way through. My mum has some who is now coming up the stair lift come to think of it. You can hear her in the background.
Do you want to tell that story, or...?
So my mum's experience of Castlevania is the last episode where out of nowhere they decided it would be fun to put sex scenes in it, which completely threw me. And I was downstairs in my living room and... and my dear... Can you not come in when I'm recording? Oh, hello, Pepper.
You don't like it when people come in, unless it's the cat, am I right?
My mum just came in to let the cat in my room. So I've just shouted at the cat, can you not come in, please? And the cat's just looking at me like, excuse me, this is my room. And there's a cardboard box in here, so you may hear her chewing on it. Where was I? Okay, so yeah.
You're talking about how Castlevania is a perfectly innocent show for the most part. Like, it's kind of graphic in terms of violence, but...
Yeah, it's graphic in
terms...
There's
basically no sex in it, aside from one episode.
Yeah.
Which is incredibly graphic for about 3 minutes.
I don't know. It felt longer. because they kept like putting... Oh, they put a lot... Stop meowing! They put a lot of... But yeah, so basically there was this massive fight scene, and they kept like dappling random sex scenes in amongst it. So I was sitting there hoping no one would come into the living room. Inevitably, my mother did come into the living room. I didn't know how to like get rid of it. I should have just pressed the power button, but instead I paused the fucking thing on a pair of Alucard being like one of the like Dracula's son, essentially in a threesome. I'm now not allowed to watch things on the television by myself downstairs.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
And I don't want
that was the only sex scene in the show.
I will never trust anything on Netflix again.
So, Nick, what are your experiences with Castlevania?
My experience with Castlevania is I've heard of it. However, I've never really played it or watched it, or I know it exists, and I know it involves vampires, and you were telling me last week to go watch it because it's very good. And,
I did. 2 weeks ago, in fact.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Which I haven't done yet, but I aim to in the future.
I had a feeling that would be the case.
Yes. So I'm going into this completely blind.
That's okay. It probably helps if one of us goes in completely blind, because then they can be like the voice of the novice, the new person.
Yes.
So, yeah, so me and Grace can fill you in on what's going on in Castlevania. So, Grace, do I still need to buy time?
Hang on. Alright, I got it.
I'm going to take that as a yes.
It's fine, it's fine. I've got it. The cat is settled to an extent.
Okay.
Right.
We have settled the cat, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just thinking we should probably all chip in and buy you like a large microphone so we can like hear the cat like from like a big wall-mounted like boom mic style thing.
I mean, if you want me
so that we get you talking and the purring.
If you want me to pass it over to her, who is currently purring, sure.
Sure, that'd be nice.
Hey, yeah, she
Always good to hear from her.
She could be host number 4.
She is host number 4.
I thought Grace's mum was host number 4.
Oh, sorry. No, Grace's mum's just the favourite host, based on the poll so far.
Right, okay, I see.
So, shall we talk about popular characters that we're likely going to see?
Let's do that, yes.
I think it'll be Lenore.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a lot of the red-haired vampire in, like, the low-cut dress, who is everyone's favourite for many reasons. Nick, I'm going to post you a picture just to get you up to speed.
Yeah, okay. Can I also make the joke so that we never have to make it again?
What is it?
Sure.
What, Lenore, the laundry detergent? There we go.
I didn't expect that.
There we go. We can all go home now.
That was awful.
Yes, it was. Yeah. That is why I'm here.
Okay, yeah, fair play.
Yeah. Okay, I can't find a decent photo of Lenore that truly does her justice, so take this fan
because
art
you probably only...
of her.
Oh, God's sake.
Like, Lenore has 2 speeds. There's her looking cute, and then there's her in her lingerie.
Oh, dear.
And that's kind of it.
Ah, right, okay.
She is a prominent thirst trap.
So, yeah, I reckon we're not going to see much of her. I reckon we're going to see more of the men.
Yes, definitely.
Because about 90% of Archive of Our Own seems to be male on male.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be Trevor and Alucard.
Yeah, so Alucard is canonically bisexual.
Yes, as I found out.
We're probably going to see a lot of him.
And my mum was introduced to.
And he does look like the classic anime Bishi. Like, he's well designed for that kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, there we go. So we're going to see most of that, I reckon.
I think next time we do this, and one of us doesn't know any of the characters, maybe I should put together a PowerPoint of, like, all the people I reckon are likely to be thirst traps. So if we can move to So if I can move to my next slide of Alucard topless, you can see that it's highly likely that the girls are going to be all over that man.
Yeah, that's it. I just like the idea of like a Castlevania training seminar.
Yeah.
Who's who in the world of Castlevania?
So
it's funny because
if you move to Bishi Appendix number C, the Trevor Belmont category.
Oh god. Yeah, but like, hang on, you showed me pictures of how they were originally designed, and they were not nearly as
those
sinuous,
were like
cut out Bishi boys. They were they look like they were out of He-Man, and then suddenly the 90s happened and they all became Bishi.
Yeah, so the very first 2 games in the Castlevania series, maybe the first 3, I don't know, they looked kind of... Yeah, they were very much 80s. They were of the same school of design as, say, the original JoJo Bizarre Adventure, the original Fist of the North Star, like that kind of anime era.
Oh, so...
And then studios realised there's a big female audience that like their men handsome and young and long hair, or maybe they finally saw Labyrinth with David Bowie and they were just like, yes, this is the aesthetic we want for every character.
Yes, androgyny.
Yeah, and honestly, that's not a bad choice. Like, if you're gonna base everyone on exactly one trope, like, it's probably a good one to do.
Yeah.
But
so basically,
there was a sudden dramatic shift, and now Alucard looks like this.
So basically, Castlevania got like de-beefed.
Yes.
Yeah, like all the beefcakes were phased out and replaced with sort of Bishy Twink looking characters.
Yes,
that's exactly what happened.
With the exception of Dracula, who is still
a beefcake.
Yeah, Dracula is a 7-foot tall beefcake.
He's a broody beef Bishy. That's what he is.
Shall we jump right into the fix, or Nick, did you want to say anything? Or...
Yeah, we were just you were sort of showing me pictures and naming the sort of salient characters. I kind of like the name. I kind of like Trevor Belmont because he sounds like, instead of being he's a vampire hunter, right? Isn't he? Yeah, instead of being
well, I think he's a monster hunter, if you want to get technical.
It's that's it. It's like if instead of a monster hunter, he sounds like he should have, like, I don't know, a carpet shop in Slough or something. You know, he sounds like
Come visit Trevor Belmont's discount carpets.
Yeah, that's it.
I can see where you're coming
from. It's like Trevor Belmont is like a really really run of the mill average Joe name. You know.
So the games follow all of the Belmont line. Like, Trevor's one of the first prominent Belmonts, but the next games follow his ancestor, whose name is Simon, and then like the names don't get any better. Let me just pull them up.
So yeah, they're all either carpet fitters or plumbers or washing machine repairmen, or
Yeah, like. And what breaks it even more is it's meant to be a French family too.
Yeah, they've got really English sounding names.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Pretty much.
Yeah, actually, Simon Belmont sounds like he works in IT.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah, Simon Belmont, IT support technician.
So there's Simon, there's Julius.
Oh, Julius is a bit more flamboyant. He's a nightclub owner.
Yeah, Julius Belmont is that's fine. Yeah, that's a good name.
That's it. He's a nightclub owner. You know, he's done
There's
he's done quite well with himself.
Probably. Oh yeah, he's the one from the 90s as well. So he could well be a nightclub owner.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That checks out.
Because the games follow the chronology like all the way to the 90s. Perfect. And there's also Chris Belmont. And my personal favourite name, Richter Belmont.
Richter Belmont. Wow.
Good
Richter Belmont.
Excellent.
Who I think might be one of the first ones to kill Dracula. Like, actually kill Dracula.
He's a nuclear physicist, Richter Belmont.
Oh, God.
Richter Belmont. Yeah, that's how he killed Dracula.
Yeah, that's it.
He led him into a reactor and just kind of...
That's it. Chris Belmont is a car salesman at a used car supermarket, and Richter Belmont is a nuclear physicist.
Very diverse family.
Yeah.
I hope we find fics about all of those concepts that you've just pitched.
Yeah, that'll be quite funny.
Oh dear. Well,
shall we dive right in?
We like one Belmont at a time, don't we? Because they always got to be on their own.
Yeah.
So we're starting...
They're like many years apart.
The cartoon starts off with Trevor Belmont, and he meets Cypher, and he meets... Dracula's son Alucard, and they all team up to fight Dracula, and then that's kind of how it all goes down from there, doesn't it?
And
that's probably what all the fanfiction
because Alucard is most of the fanfics will be Trevor.
Yeah.
But because Alucard is kind of the cool uncle of the Belmont clan, like he's always around in the games because
he doesn't die.
Yeah, he is ageless and just sleeps in the coffin until Dracula shows up again, and then he's just there to help, usually.
Imagine you hear a knocking on your bedroom door, and it's like, oh, my dad must be back. It's like, because this is this is my mate's
Here we
son.
go.
Here we go again.
Yeah, having a quick look, I think I found our first one.
You're actually looking.
Yeah, which we can.
I was just opening AO3 now.
We can sort of intersperse these in among our more sort of in-depth readings. It's 101 Castlevania haikus.
What?
Yeah, there are
wow.
literally 101 Castlevania haikus, which somebody has sat down and
That's
written.
really impressive.
Yeah.
That's a point. So we forgot to cover. I think we mentioned it when we were setting up to cover this. Alucard's real name is Adrian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Another really average name.
Yeah, Adrian. Well, his surname's Tepes, which is kind of
that kind of redeems it. But like Adrian.
What was his
Adrian
mum's name again? Lisa. Well, yeah, that's where he got it from.
Yeah, Vlad and Lisa and their son Adrian, who's a train spotter.
Yeah.
Wait, what was Vladimir's middle name?
What's Dracula's name?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just Googling it now.
You said it last episode. I swear. It was something really fucking dumb, like his middle name was Bernard or something.
Dracula Vlad Tepes is his current name, but his original name was Matthias Kongvist. Krongvist? I don't know how to pronounce that.
Just post it in the chat and we'll read it.
I'm going to.
Let's have a look. Yeah, Matthias Kronkvist, by the looks of things.
Kronkvist.
Kronkvist.
Who changed his name to Dracula, and I don't blame him, to be honest.
Because it was easier to say.
If my name was Matthias Kongvist and I was an immortal being, I think I'd change my name too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because in a couple of years, no one would remember your original name, so you could get away with it.
Exactly. And if anyone takes the piss, you can just kill them because you're Dracula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just did.
Nice. Okay, Grace, there's one I want you to I'm going to see if Grace wants to read this one. It seemed funny at the time, but now I'm not sure. It's number 3.
Oh, yeah, chapter 3. Let's go to chapter 3. So we can read along.
Which of us wants to say daddy in a...
Yeah. Now I know why you want Grace to do it.
Fine,
I'll do it
done for mine yet. Hang on. It keeps saying, "Are you sure you want to see such content?" I'm like, bitch, how many times have I been here? You should know by now I want to see this fucking content.
Grace, stop it. We're not allowed any more technical difficulties anymore.
101, Castlevania Haikus, The Plug Addict, Chapter 3, Morning Start. Oh, God. Why are you like this?
Fine, I'll read it.
Spiked steel,
Okay.
long, strong.
Hold on, could you do it in the Marks and Spencer's voice again?
Oh, come on.
Are you fucking serious?
That's going to be the thing now.
Oh.
Never mind about the shipping forecast. We've just got like a podcast where Grace reads the back of the cereal packet or something.
The aardvark is a fantastic mammal.
Fuck's sake.
Just going through the dictionary.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The spin-off of the shipping forecast, Grace just sat in a room on her own reading a dictionary.
Oh.
I mean, I considered that for the Patreon.
Shut up. You can't profit over that.
We'll see. If you'd like to hear the spin-off, email us at thefanshippingforecast@gmail.com.
Shut up. Either way, like,
yes, please
there'd
send
be
money.
no point because I run out of breath trying not to piss myself laughing into the microphone.
Fine, I'll read it in the M&S voice.
I'll do it.
Spiked steel, long, strong chain. Okay, you can do it then.
Oh, fuck. Alright, God's sake.
Make your mind up, Greg.
Actually,
No, I get it. You want to do it, but you want to complain about doing it.
No, I think you were doing it better tn me, so I don't know what you're going on about me doing it.
Fine then.
You were doing a lot better. Go on, off you go.
Fine. Spiked steel, long, strong chain. Whips that out. Makes that chest pop. Oh yes, Daddy. Yes.
Sounds fucking creepy when you say it as well.
Now, if I can call back to earlier in the episode, Spiked steel, long strong chain.
Oh no.
Whips that out, makes that chest pop. Oh yes, Daddy. Yes.
For God's sake. I cringed so much I had a fucking muscle spasm.
Alright, Nick, go on.
Yeah.
Alright.
Bring the Yorkshire.
Spiked steel, long strong chain. Whips that out, makes that chest pop. Oh yes, Daddy, yes.
See, whenever you say something, it makes me think you're talking about a car, regardless of whatever it is.
I've got a tag here that I didn't expect to see before.
Okay.
It is 3 words. Power Bottom Trevor.
Okay.
Okay, so you know what that is, don't you?
Yeah,
I can work out what a power bottom is.
Yeah,
so why are you surprised?
I just didn't expect it from Trevor.
Really?
I don't know. I hadn't really thought about who the bottom is.
I mean, to be fair,
I assumed it'd be Alucard.
Yeah. I mean, power bottoms kind of take on their own. Do we need to explain what a power bottom is?
You can if you want.
I mean, no. I mean, do you think it'd be a good idea to?
I'm sure I think we've done it before.
No, I don't think we have.
Okay, then you.
Off you go then.
Okay, Nick. Why don't you explain what?
Yeah, go on, Nick.
Nick, you can explain a power bottom.
As far as I can remember, because maybe I've tried to blot it out, but yeah, as far as I can remember, like a bottom is somebody who is submissive during sex.
Yeah, but what's a power bottom?
Somebody who's really good at it, possibly.
Not necessarily.
Ah, right. Well, Grace
needs
to explain it.
No, I don't. Go on. I shouldn't be the person who explains everything all the time, despite the fact...
Fine, okay.
But you're the one who knows things.
Nick, put it into your search history.
Yeah, it's going in my search history now. It is going into my fucking search history. Power bottom. Yes. A person, particularly a homosexual man, who dominantly or energetically plays the receptive role in intercourse.
Hey.
And now that's in my search history.
So the opposite of a pillow princess.
Yeah, exactly.
What's a pillow princess?
Oh, it's...
Put it into your search history, Nick.
Yeah.
Right, okay. That's going in my search history as well. Pillow princess. There it is. It's one of the first results when you put pillow into Google.
Oh.
So that's probably because you Googled power bottom, because they're related terminology.
Pillow princess is a term...
No, really, that's something Google does.
Oh, right, okay. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Pillow princess is a term used to describe women who doesn't make much of an effort during sex.
Yes.
Yep.
Then there's an advertisement.
For what?
I don't know. It just says advertisement. Rather than moving around, getting active or giving oral, a pillow princess will lay back her head on the pillow and receive all manner of sexual pleasure.
Yep.
People also ask, is it okay to be a pillow princess?
I would say no.
I would say yes. Because you need to keep an eye on the time over their shoulder.
What's this?
Ooh. This may not be funny, but I found a crossover with one of my favourite video games of all time.
Alright.
So this is a Castlevania Nier Automata crossover.
Oh, right. So... I was hoping for Vampires the Masquerade.
Oh, that's probably in here. We should probably keep looking. But,
it probably will be.
After one last battle with Dracula, Alucard wakens to find himself in a world far bleaker than he could ever imagine. Yeah, you don't say. Nier's pretty bleak.
Right, okay. I haven't played that either.
Okay,
he's working with a very thigh-heavy android, so it's fine.
Oh, yeah, 2B is dummy thick. But, Okay, cliff notes of the Nier series. It is set 7,000 years after the extinction of humanity.
Okay.
Which
And
is
all
why
that is
he's been
left
asleep for a
are-
long time, because Dracula
Yeah.
hasn't needed to come back for a while. I'm guessing.
And all that is left are robots wandering around trying to figure out what they're supposed to do now there's no humans left. And, like, it's just them contemplating the meaning of existence. And it's all quite bleak.
Wow.
But it's bleak from the perspective of robots with massive anime tits. And
Of course it is.
it's kind of a weird kind of...
Am I sad
Of
or
course it
horny
is.
or both?
Yeah. Usually it's both playing Nier. And frankly, love that series. Everyone should play them. And yeah, I just find it funny that that's been crossed over here. Yoko Taro, if you listen to this, I love you.
No, alright.
Oh dear.
Reel it in.
No.
Take the tent down. Christopher, Count Dracula of Castlevania meets the goose from Untitled Goose Game. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my
Didn't we?
God.
We've reviewed that one.
No, we
Haven't we?
did. We did the one which came after it, where Count Dracula loses his goose and ends up on the Animal Crossing
Oh,
island.
Is this
so you
is this
found the
part of that
prequel.
series?
This is part of that series. I shall link it for you.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. What is a goose? A miserable little pile of honks.
that's a quote from the game. So I think it's Symphony of the Night is really badly translated from
Right,
Japanese. And there is a point where Dracula just goes, "What is a man?"
Okay.
It's just like, "What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets." And it doesn't make a lot of sense. But
I mean,
that kind of gets
it's so
it
badly
gets quoted fairly
translated,
often.
it's poetic.
Yeah, that's lovely. That is really poetic, that.
Yeah, I don't quite understand what he's going with that. He says it like right before he fights one of the Belmonts, so it's
Right, okay, so I guess he's trying to sort of like belittle them in some sort of way.
yeah, he's trying to sound deep. Well,
Yeah, he's trying to psych them out, but it didn't really work. Because, like, I don't know, Trevor's probably sat at the other end of this fight thinking, what the fuck are you on about?
pretty much.
Oh,
Yeah. Can we get this
So, yeah,
over
this-
with? I've got some carpets to fit.
What is a man?
Oh, dear.
Oh, this is a longer one. Maybe we should have covered this before. Oh, Godbrand's in it as well. And Hector and Isaac and Alucard.
Yeah, I mean...
There's 6 chapters of this as well. So I think this is going on the pile.
Yeah, I mean, the first chapter, just skimming it, is basically just the goose, like, fucking with Dracula and fucking up his study. So...
That's a brave creature.
Yeah, there is a theme here.
Dracula sat bolt upright. The study was silent. Too silent. He scanned the room. Everything was turned upside down, but the goose was nowhere to be found.
Oh God. Do you think he just?
For God's sake.
Do you think, like, when Adrian decided to become a moody teenager in his coffin, he decided to just get a goose as a replacement? Like,
Oh, probably.
like I don't know. I don't understand his relationship with this goose in the beginning, and I'm not sure I want to if it's in the explicit section.
Oh no, I wasn't searching explicit. I don't know.
No, this is general, thankfully.
Thank fuck
Yeah.
for that, because I'd have been severely traumatised.
Oh, for God's
Leave the
sake.
goose alone, Dracula. It won't fit.
This is kind of a tangent in of itself, but my favourite version of Dracula is the one from the mid-2000s film Van Helsing.
Oh,
Okay.
So part of me is hoping for a crossover with
Oh,
that,
nice.
but I'm not seeing anything yet. I'm seeing Batman, though.
What?
Yeah. It's Batman, but in the Castlevania universe, where... Okay, Grace, I'm turning to you for this. Who is Tim Drake?
What?
Who is Tim Drake, or Jason Todd. I assume they're involved with Batman in some way. Maybe one of them is Batman. I don't know.
No. Oh, okay, look, I'm not as good on my DC as my Marvel. I've heard of this Todd fella. I think he's the Scarecrow, but I'm not sure. Oh god, I really don't know. I'm not the person to ask.
Yeah, so Jason Todd, he looks like he was a Robin at some point.
Oh shit, yeah. He was Robin. Well off.
But there's a lot of Robins, to be fair.
There's at least 7.
Tim Drake was also a Robin.
Oh, okay.
And I have here an AU in the Castlevania universe where Robin and a different Robin are vampires, and...
What?
Yeah.
How the fuck did that happen?
Softly.
Dunno, but they also have sex.
Why? Why do they need to be in a different universe to have sex? Like, what is this? Like
as vampires as well?
Yeah. Like, oh no.
Like, I'm sure there's vampires in the DC universe, because they've got everything else.
Alucard and Reader, menstrual sex. Yay, no. Oh god, no! Oh shit!
Yeah, menstrual sex with a vampire.
It's called Appetite.
He's gonna be like... Yeah.
It's called Appetite, fuck's sake.
He's gonna be all, yes, vampire.
And
Blood.
The intro is, you're quite a feast.
That sounds graphic. Do we want to read it?
I don't want to read it because, like, I think it's going to be written in first person, and I don't want to imagine being eaten out by fucking Adrian Tepes.
Well,
Adrian can
as
fuck
someone
off.
who is, well, neither me or Nick can imagine being eaten out by Adrian Tepes.
Well,
so if you want to link it over,
imagine you're bleeding out your asshole or something. Do what you like.
Well, the thing is, if I was bleeding out my arsehole, the last thing on my mind would be sex. It would be, I need to go to a hospital, something is wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially if some David Bowie lookalike just kind of appears behind you and just starts licking his lips. Like, aha. Did you know a shark can smell blood 10,000 miles away? Imagine what it's like for me.
Oh god.
Oh, for God's
He
sake.
just debacks you.
That's
Just
so
like,
grim. Oh no.
Put a link in the chat, Grace. I've got to see this.
Oh, hang
fucking
on.
hell.
While
So,
you do that, I'm kind of disappointed because I have a tag here that I thought would come up a lot more.
okay.
So there's a fic called Fucking Vampires, right?
I wonder what that's about.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe werewolves.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
But it's got a variant on a tag that we saw earlier,
Yeah.
which is Trevor is such a power bottom.
Right,
Oh,
okay.
not just a power button, but such a power.
He's
Such
an
a power
absolute
bottom.
power bar. And Alucard is pretty.
Okay.
It's the other. And there's only one fic with Alucard is pretty, which surprised me, because I figured that'd be a lot more popular.
Okay,
He's
so
a fairly pretty guy.
Well,
I'm
maybe it's
just
because they
looking.
don't tag it because it doesn't need to be tagged because
Yeah,
like-
it's
it's
fairly
like-
self-explanatory.
it's like writing "I want this job" on your CV. It's already like, yeah,
Wait, do you not do that?
well, no, because
Oh.
I play hard to get on my CV, so employers are like, yes, and that's why.
It's not like I
no
want to
one
work
hires
here or
me.
anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
The Sundere CV.
I don't want you, you want me.
Maybe
Hire
I'll
me.
try that next time.
Yeah, avoid words like hard-working or passionate or anything obvious that should be on your CV because they hate it.
I'm just looking at the Appetite fic.
Oh, yeah?
And looking at the notes, it does look like the author is at least self-aware.
Oh, good.
Yeah. New
Can
year,
you-
new fandom, I say to myself as I slowly descend back into madness. At this point, I already know I'm going to hell, so I may as well enjoy the ride.
Any feedback is appreciated. Enjoy. We will. What's the...
Well,
how,
we
how
have
do you
to.
pronounce that name?
Yeah.
How do you pronounce the name on the...
Filistini Fagotini. With a PH before anyone accuses me of being homophobic.
Well, they can't because you're just reading it out.
I want to cover my bases.
Oh, all right. It's difficult being a straight white male, I get it.
I know. Right.
No, we don't want to get into that.
So, talking of digging ourselves political holes, there is something I want to say about this fic. So,
okay.
Needless to say, maybe I don't understand because I've never had a period. I get the feeling if you're kind of in the middle of this cycle, you don't really want to be eaten up by Alucard. You probably just want to watch rom-coms and eat chocolate and cry and all of the other tropes, right?
I'm sure you could do both, but the most worrying thing here is he's got a pair of fucking fangs on him.
Yeah,
that's
alarming.
That's worrying. Like, you don't want that.
Yeah, I suppose you don't want sharp objects going anywhere near your hoo-ha, I suppose.
Well, no, yeah, like, he's got long nails as well. He sounds like a terrible bed partner.
Gentlemen, keep your nails trimmed.
Yeah.
And don't grow your fangs out. Oh,
for God's sake.
To be fair, there is a line that's just, please stop, you pleaded. But it doesn't, like, imply that she's like, oh, please stop. It just reads like, please stop. Alucard, no, piss off.
Stop it, I've had enough.
Alucard, I'm trying to watch Sex and the City. Leave me alone.
Don't touch me, I'm feeling fragile.
Get me another tub of Ben & Jerry's, you bastard.
Also,
why don't you love me?
Stop breathing in that way.
I take it you two have had genuine complaints, and this is you're just venting things you've heard. Because I don't say these things.
I mean, I've been fine historically. I don't know about now.
Yeah, Nick's the one coming out with all the crackers. Like, don't look at me. Like, I feel sorry. Like, what are you doing to your girlfriend that's fucking her off this much? Like,
being in the same room as her when she's on her period.
Yeah, but so I'm going to break something to you, Nick. You see, you don't get irrational on your period. You just lose all your fucking patience. So this is something that's going on in her head all the time, but she's got a lid on it until that one time in a month when she's like, you know what? You can fucking do one, Nick. You're welcome.
Wow.
That makes a lot of sense. However,
facts, people.
Are you okay, Nick?
He's crying.
This is I do know this because although we love each other very much, there are some things that I do that fuck her off immensely. Like when I come home and announce that I bought another car, or I bought a car part for the car.
Oh, we know. So, I'm taking us back to Animal Crossing, very briefly.
Right.
Because I thought about what we'd cover, and there was barely any MPreg, so I figured we should cover this one.
For God's sake.
What, so you thought we were missing the general disgustingness we usually go through, and you thought, oh, let's put them through some shit because we missed out on last time. Oh, thanks, James. Thanks. What is this?
So this is Villager by Firehedgehog.
Fucking crossbreeding. Token human.
So this is about...
Token human. Fucking token human. Nice.
So this is about Tom Nook and Harry Potter, and
what?
they get together and have a time. Okay, so this is Villager by Firehedgehog. It is... It's an MPreg fic, because we didn't cover enough of that before.
Oh, no.
And Harry Potter's involved. So, what I really liked about this one, and this isn't going to shock you guys, is that it expands on the lore of Animal Crossing.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
An MPreg fic does that?
Yeah.
How? There is no fucking lore.
There is now.
Oh,
what?
No.
Oh, they've made lore.
So, yeah.
Oh my god.
Humans are rare because but those beings could breed with any other species due to the one mutation from the Fallout, is one of the first lines we get from this fic.
Okay.
What?
So this changes Animal Crossing to be somewhat post-apocalyptic.
Oh my god. What the fuck? That's a lot to take in the first line, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess Bethesda has bought the license.
God, imagine playing a Bethesda Animal Crossing game. You'd just be glitching. You'd be glitching everywhere, and all of the villagers would just be like, patrolling the island always makes you wish for a nuclear winter, and that's the only line they'd say.
Yeah, yeah. I used to be a fisherman like you, but then I took a mahi-mahi to the knee.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you'd all the villagers you talk to, they'd have like that 1,000-yard stare that all Bethesda NPCs have.
Oh my God.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Oh. Bloody hell.
So,
Nice.
Tom Nook recounts when he learned about humans that were created during the war. Sorry,
What?
he learned.
What?
Let me rephrase that. I misread that. Beings like Tom Nook were created from humans during the war. But the viral agent causing it broke out and infected the world. Most of the population died. Most turned anamorphic. And humans that stayed human changed as gender. Changed as gender was more a choice of what you wore and became known as villagers. So
that checks out. Animal Crossing is like that.
The grammar in this is not fantastic, I will admit. Some kind of virus is unleashed upon the earth. Turns a lot of people into animals. And the only people left that are human can change their sex at will.
Oh my fucking God.
This gets worse.
Yeah.
Tom's grandmother had been human. Oh, okay.
The thing is, though, I know what you mean about the grammar, but looking at it, I'm kind of disappointed that it hasn't gone like completely full life consequences, which we need to cover.
Yeah.
Which we need to cover at some point.
We will eventually. I'm not sure we'll do it justice, but we'll try our best.
Half-Life full life consequences.
Oh my God.
That takes me back.
Unbelievable.
So, yeah, there's often family reunions between humans and animals, and humans are uncommon, and a lot of the anamorphic people, as they've been called in this, are involved in something called the Island Relocation Project.
Okay.
Which is setting up a safe habitat for these animal hybrids to live in.
Oh, that's nice of them, I suppose.
So, that's what Animal Crossing New Horizons is.
Yes, it is.
It's essentially a building a refuge for animals to live, where they can be safe from the weird hybrid humans in this post-apocalyptic wasteland that we've established.
I thought those were the weird humans, though.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused. I think all humans are weird in this.
I tell you what, no wonder Tom Nook looks so fucking sad.
No, hang on. No. There's anamorphic beings, which are the villagers, and then there are humans.
Yeah.
There are no random weirdos in between.
So there are no purely humans. Like, the humans that are left have become what they call villagers, which are sort of intersex beings.
Yeah.
Cool. With one exception, because Harry Potter has arrived.
Dun, dun,
traveling from another dimension. He ended up in another dimension. He's also stopped aging since he was 17.
Of course he has.
When he landed, he became very ill, but magic adjusted his body to what human was there.
Fuck's sake.
He would have liked to have been fully male, thank you. But alas, he was not.
I like how he's sort of spaced out various like changes of scene in this.
With ooh.
Yeah, that's it. It's just like every now and again there's like a bigger, littler, bigger, littler, bigger. So just like somebody, it just sounds like somebody's in the background going ooh, or something like that.
So,
or like a theremin, like, ooh.
My theory for that, could this be the final form of a woe?
What?
Oh!
There's a woe and a woo, and then there's the final stage of woo.
Would you like to...
Or however
Would you like to read this in an what's this voice, Jim?
I can't hit that pitch.
No, me
I'm
neither.
sorry.
Grace, it's up to you.
Where do you want me to read from? I'll give it a best shot.
Harry Potter was in a bit of a pickle.
Wowie Potter was in a bit of a pickle. Is that what you're looking for?
Pretty much.
Because I don't know how to do it properly.
That's...
And that was uncomfortable.
Okay, tell you what.
And I feel...
Let's do some research and come back to it another time. With a different fic. I've got some videos of someone who does a fantastic a woo voice that you can study and master and all of that stuff.
I'm not sure I want to.
It can just be another string to your ASMR bow, Grace.
No.
Ooh ASMR.
No. Fuck's sake.
That's a shame. So getting back to this, Harry Potter becomes a villager. Tom Nook is gutted that Harry Potter is so rich he can afford a full house without taking out a mortgage.
Hey!
So Harry Potter just shows up with all of that cash and is just like, yep, buying a house, what are you gonna do? Suck it, nerd.
Oh, wow.
You know, it's just hit me. No wonder Harry Potter has captured the ideals of so many millennials. Like, he's living the truest fantasy that we've all aspired to be able to do. And that's just buy a house.
Yeah, pretty much.
Admittedly, it is on Mummy and Daddy's money.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it became his money, so...
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they are dead, and I suppose owning a house doesn't bring them back, really.
Exactly. To get to a happier note, so yeah, they named the island Avalon. Mm-hmm. And there's a line after that I'm confused by, and I was hoping you guys could help enlighten me.
Yeah.
Harry wasn't sure why KK was so popular, but he'd never been much for music.
Oh, KK is a musical dog.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like a dog who turns up when you get, I think it's a 3-star island. He turns up like on every Wednesday or something, and he sits in the town square with his guitar and busks, basically. Yeah. So yeah, that's
like
what he does.
My Sharon of Animal Crossing.
Of dogs.
Yes, he's like pretty cool. He speaks sort of jive and stuff like that, and yeah, he plays all sorts of music. Like he can do jazz and metal and hip hop and drum and bass and stuff like that. So yeah, that's
nice.
That's KK Slider. Yeah, I think it is KK Slider, isn't it? KK Slider.
Yeah.
See, I'm just glad it wasn't the typo that I thought it was.
Yeah. that would have taken a dark turn, wouldn't it? Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Oh, this fic's gonna take a dark turn, do not worry.
Yeah, I've already seen the word cheers, and they all cheered alcohol flowing, and it got quite hazy after that, quite frankly. I'm not sure I want to.
Yeah, Harry's getting drunk.
Oh,
yeah.
No, not on an island.
In fact, I'd like to...
Animals.
So, there's something we actually glossed over here, so I want to come back and readdress.
Okay.
They note that Harry stopped aging at 17.
Yeah.
And for a while that confused me. I was like, why mention that? And then I realised it's so you know, he still looks like young Daniel Radcliffe, 7th book.
Right,
7th film kind of age.
Yeah.
But is now legal.
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
I suppose...
16.
It depends where they wrote this.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I suppose...
18 is the general consistency of most countries.
I think in Italy it's like 14.
Like it's 16 in Britain.
Yeah, okay. I suppose we should be glad that they've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I assume that's the reason that happened. I don't know. It seems odd to mention it otherwise.
Yeah.
In my head, this author has written the fic and he's read through it afterwards and he's thought, yeah, this is great. oh shit, they're going to think that. Right, I better put a line in about him being 17.
Or actually, I suppose, extra point, they wanted to distinguish that this is like Book 7 era Harry Potter and not Philosopher's Stone era Harry Potter, where he's like, what, a 10-year-old boy?
Yeah, he's like 13 or something, isn't he?
Yeah. So maybe that's why that's in there. In which case, good. Like that's an important distinction to make.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Arthur.
So they have a drink, and then there's a cut. It blacks out. Tom Nook wakes up with a hangover. Not only that, he wakes up with a hangover and his dick inside Harry.
Wow.
They fell asleep during the act itself.
It can't have been very good then.
He was still balls deep into Harry. Lord Harry made him lust. He feel himself touch inside the tightness. That was a pleasure.
Don't you dare stop, Harry growled, apparently more awake.
Oh, no.
How?
Are you sure? He asked. So, Tom, you're my first. I'd rather like to remember part of it.
I just can't get over the fact that they've fallen asleep doing it.
I mean, they were probably drinking quite a lot, maybe.
Yeah, possibly. But
what the fuck?
I mean, I've been in some states, but I've never wanted to fall asleep while doing that. For God's sake.
So yeah, there's more time skips. It didn't stay a one-night thing. Before Harry knew it, they were dating, and then he was staying over every night, and then eventually they got married.
Oh, okay.
And 3 years later, Harry says, "You might want to enlarge the house again." And Tom asks, "Why is that?" And then Harry took Tom's hand and placed it on his belly. A belly that had a slight bulge to it. "You're gonna be a father again," Harry said. Tom Nook's businessman fainted. It's the last line.
Oh dear.
Tom Nook's businessman fainted.
Who's the businessman?
Now, I don't know if that's a euphemism for his penis, but it could be.
Oh, God.
Or it could be a translation error or something.
I think it's basically describing Tom Nook. Tom Nook is a businessman.
Yeah, it's Tom Nook the businessman fainted.
Yeah.
But I do think it's funnier to imagine that Tom Nook's business, he just immediately becomes flaccid.
He's made
he's made it like no, another child.
He's made it like a little cheap suit and a briefcase.
Oh, God. He's probably thinking about how much money he's going to lose having to raise another one.
Yeah.
That's what's going on, isn't it?
Oh, probably. Good thing he married into money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so the comments are fairly positive as well. Firehedgehog admits that he sucks at grammar, but yeah, that's a point. Firehedgehog says, "They suck at grammar. My editor has done my Pokemon and Animal Crossing fix and looked over them, but she won't touch this kind of story."
I wonder why.
Bloody hell.
Fair.
I wonder why.
Tom Nook's businessman. Okay, so what do you guys think to that fic? Was it romantic?
No.
I suppose the end of it was slightly, maybe.
Yeah, that's fair. Was it consistent with the canon of Animal Crossing? Could you fit this in?
No.
No, because there's a
what?
Fallout scenario in the middle of it.
And then,
I've
of
not
course,
played Animal Crossing, so I don't know.
It fucking plays all the animal villagers as these sex-crazed maniacs who try and bang Harry Potter as soon as he lands on this fucking island.
Hold on, is that not the case in the games?
Obviously
Because
not.
that's the impression I've been getting after reading all of these fics.
You know, oddly enough, no, that's not the case in the games at all.
Huh. Okay. That's surprising. Okay, what else do we need? Was this weird for you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
I mean...
I've kind of given up trying to get 1 to 5 ratings out of you guys, but we've been recording for 3 hours now, so...
It wasn't...
I'm happy with binary choices.
It wasn't too graphic, which I'm quite happy about, because... M-pregnant stuff...
Yeah, that's a good point.
M-pregnant stuff is a bit weird. Not a lot weird. It's not the weirdest thing in the world.
We've definitely covered weirder things than
but
M-preg.
it is a bit weird. Not that I'm kink shaming.
Yeah, you shouldn't be. I'd also like to note this is part 51 of What the Fuck Stories.
Oh, he's done more. Okay.
At least I assume this is what WTF Stories stands for. Yeah, Firehedgehog is quite a prolific author.
Wow.
Oh,
a lot of it is apparently Harry Potter.
Oh, wow. Yeah, part 5 is Harry Potter / Whomping Willow.
What?
And Groot is also in the tags, so I'm assuming he's establishing that Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy is the love child of Harry Potter and the Whomping Willow.
For fuck's sake.
what is it with this person wanting Harry to bang everything?
I mean, they've done pretty well for it so far. Like
They've covered a lot.
Oh, there's one that's just Final Fantasy VII. No Harry Potter.
There's
But one of the tags is Cloud Strife / all males.
Everyone? All of them?
All males. Every single male.
Wow, that includes you and Nick.
In fact, including the one that's the dog, because bestiality is in it.
Oh man. No. One of them is called Slither Inside, and the description is Harry finds a snake in the garden. I don't want to click on that link.
But imagine, like, you finding a snake in your garden and you're like, oh, perfect size for my arsehole. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, this one's, it's got M-preg in it as well.
Yeah, that's it.
So...
And thinking to yourself, I'm going to have a crack at that.
The only snake I can remember being in Harry Potter is Nagini, which is Voldemort's snake.
Yeah, there was Nagini, there was the...
There's Nagini and there's the big one
there was
in the second book.
The basilisk.
Oh god, which snake has he found in the fucking garden? Because this, you know, is very important.
If it's what the fuck enough as I hope it is, I'm hoping like Samuel Jackson is like not far behind and he's just sick of these motherfucking snakes.
Oh god.
Snakes on a Plane / Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets crossover incoming.
Don't encourage.
That's Harry Potter / Centaur Herd here. We could do a whole episode just on this set of What the Fuck Stories, because there's a lot here.
Yeah, do you know what? I think we should.
Yeah, I think we should. I'm going to stop reading these now because there'll probably be more.
We'll save that. We'll
do Harry Potter and then bonus Harry Potter is just these stories.
We'll do a Firehedgehog bonus episode. So
yeah, because there's no way we're going to manage Harry Potter in just one episode.
Yeah, that's it. So
like, there's so much Harry Potter fan fiction.
Yeah. So
we're gonna struggle.
So yeah, well done, Firehedgehog. You're going to get an entire episode out about
you are
your
one of two
fanfics.
fanfic authors who are gonna get a full episode one day.
Yes, one of two.
We're definitely doing a regret pile episode.
Hey!
Oh,
yeah, we're doing a
fuck regret pile.
Just to kill Grace off. We are doing a
He's
regret
done
pile
13
episode.
works and they're all good.
No, they're not. They're all gonna be shit and literal
Excellent.
shit. No.
Not all of them,
literal
don't
shit.
worry.
No.
Only half of them by the looks of it.
No. No. God no. Please no. I hate them so much.
So last question.
Yes.
Did you guys enjoy the Harry Potter M-preg fic?
Obviously not.
No, but that's on.
What do you mean, obviously? Like, that's not how this show works.
But the I will say, as I've stated in another episode, the reason I didn't enjoy it is probably because it's not written for me.
Yeah. That's fair. I thought it was quite funny, to be honest. So you get my approval.
Yeah. I'll agree with that.
Cool.
I mean, I agree with his idea that they should expand on the law in Animal Crossing, and I appreciate that he's gone to lengths to do that. I don't agree with his artistic direction, per se. Alright? That's all. That's as much as you can get out of me.
That's about as nice as Grace can get, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Cool. Right. I think it's time for us to finish. So, thank you for listening. If you like the new format, let us know. If you don't like the format, let us know. And
just talk to us,
keep
please.
Experimenting. Yeah, just talk to us, please. We get lonely.
Yeah.
I've been in lockdown for 130 days now, so it'd be nice to have some company. So, goodbye, everyone. See you next time.
Yep, have fun, stay safe, and don't try and read any more fics about MPreg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not without the help of a professional.
That's it.
Like Grace.
We are trained professionals. Do not try this at home.
You're the closest thing we've got to a professional.
Probably why I'm here.
Yep. Okay. Good night.
Good night.